everyone. We're live on Facebook. Go up onto the website and onto the Facebook page there and put in Networking Arizona and watch us in here doing the show. It's really a lot of fun. My next guest has been on with me a long time ago. Now she's back with me. I have with me Dr. Susan Wilder. She is the owner and founder of Scape Premier. Welcome. You're also an author, I should say, because we're going to talk about your book today. Right. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Welcome to the show and what we're going to talk about today.
So thanks, Carol. You know, our mission when we started Scape 20 years ago after I left as residency director at the Mayo Clinic with my dream team of doctors is to inspire and empower health transformation. Too much of medicine is what we call hit and run medicine. Pill for an ill, we'll just throw something at a symptom, but we're not actually helping people get healthier. And that's our entire mission.
Wow, it's awesome because you know what? When you said pill for a what?
An ill.
An ill. I mean, you know, we know that about that, you guys say lately. But you know something? What you said is that you wanted to change that around.
Right.
One of the things that you said before you came on is that you wanted to talk a little bit about a healthy kitchen membership that you have. I want to talk about what that is, and if it's okay with you, we're going to open up the lines of the audience and we're going to say that they can call in and get a membership. We're going to talk about what that is first.
Absolutely. So, you know, we realized very early on, you know, I've been in medicine 35 years, and we tell people all the time to eat healthy and exercise. Well, you know what? It wasn't until I started Scape that I even learned about nutrition. It wasn't part of our medical training. Now we have a brilliant nutritionist. She is probably one of the top dozen or so in the country in terms of her training, which includes physician training in functional medicine. And she's developed this Healthy Kitchens, Healthy Life, because telling people to eat right and exercise is a wish. It's not a strategy. It's not helping you to put into practice these changes that can absolutely change your life.
Now, you're located in Scottsdale.
Correct.
And what we're going to do is we're going to open up the lines of the audience for everyone to get entered in to win a free, it's a healthy kitchen, it's a membership that you're getting. What is it that they get with that?
That includes weekly Facebook Live groups. It includes recipes that we get. We go every other year to the Culinary Institute in Napa for the Harvard's culinary medicine course. We have all kinds of tips and tools to help you make this transition for your whole family.
Now, they don't have to be, let's say, obese, because obese today is, you know, but they can be just wanting to get healthy. It doesn't matter that as long as you want to get healthy, you can help them.
Carol, I thought I was healthy when I was a residency director at the Mayo Clinic 20 years ago. I am literally, by biologic age testing and telomere testing, 20 years younger than I was 20 years ago when I left Mayo.
Wow.
So we think we're healthy, but one of the reasons I have surgery coming up myself as a patient is because my first 40 years of the standard American diet could have done me in.
Wow.
Honestly.
And you know what? We are what we eat.
Right.
And so we're going to open up the lines of the audience right away here. Check her out on the website. It is lifescapepremier.com. Our number here to get entered into win this membership is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Folks, one of the things that I think, and how many people out there are done with their resolution already? Right? It's okay. And so one of the things I think find it the hardest for people is that having that coach along with them, having the ideas, what to eat, having somebody able to help, and that's where you come along.
Right.
Fabulous.
Absolutely.
Now, you mentioned you have a book, right? And I want to talk about that. Let's show it to everybody out there on Facebook. And that book is called, why did you write it?
It's called Secrets to Surgery Success, Take Charge and Heal Faster. And it came out of actually my own personal health disaster when I had surgery when I was at Mayo and had great difficulty recovering, brain fog, all kinds of challenges, and came to understand I was a toxic mess and really need to change things up in terms of my diet, my exercise, my sleep, my stress management. I have genetic issues in how I clear toxins, and we look into all of those kinds of things, and we get people, we train for a 10K with more thought than we go into the most dangerous athletic event of our lives, which is a major surgery.
You know, it's so interesting that you brought this up because, I mean, it makes sense, right? When you listen and you hear it, you're like, wow, that makes sense. What is the number one thing? And I know you're going to talk about what you eat or what you're drinking, but what is the number one? What should people be doing to be getting ready for surgery? A lot of people might be getting ready for surgery right now today.
Absolutely. Well, number one, buy the book. If you've got 2 weeks, or get online, I have an optimizedsurgery.com online program if listening and watching is more your speed than reading. But it just in 2 weeks, you can dramatically change what you're eating and get more foods that are going to give you the nutrients you need to clear toxins out and to recover and heal the things that are damaged, to move, to breathe. We talked a little bit about James Nestor's book early. We teach people how to breathe. I have a breathing device that trains your strength of breathing. We work on the mindset. You know, how you frame this is really important. And when a patient comes to me and is really terrified about surgery and has a very negative spin on it, we're going to work really hard on changing that mindset because, you know, to worry is to wish for what you don't want, right?
Mm-hmm. What could happen?
What could happen with surgery? Mm-hmm. It can be lethal.
Right. So while you want to prepare people,
Absolutely.
and even yourself, you said right now yourself are having surgery, and you're actually walking there and talking. You're doing it right now.
I'm being the patient. I am walking the walk. You know, yeah, it's very scary to be a patient. You can put all your trust you want into your surgeon and your anesthesiologist, but if you are not in the best shape possible when you hit that operating room, then you're not as prepared as you should have been. Mm-hmm. You know, there's so much we can do. People hold the keys to the shackles of all of their chronic illnesses. I have 5 goals for our patients: that they never become a type 2 diabetic, that they never need an amputation or a vascular surgeon, that they never need dialysis, they never have a heart attack or stroke until well into their 80s, 90s, 100s, and they don't outlive their brains.
The number to call them is 480-860-5500. They do offer what you call is a free meet and greet because you like to meet your patients and kind of find out, are we a right fit?
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, we are a direct primary care practice, meaning we work for patients, not for health plans. We don't work for institutions. We work directly for you, and it's an investment in your health, and it has to be a good fit.
Right. And your website is lifescapepremier.com. You've been around for a long time, I know, here.
Right.
And she's located right in Scottsdale. One of the first things, obviously, is what are we eating? Right? Changing your diet. And everyone says, we all know it, right?
We all know it. We're all, your body is a temple, but not if you fill it with garbage.
Right.
And when I look at the first 40 years of my life, my diet was what we call standard American diet, SAD. Kellogg's, Kraft, Kool-Aid, Coke.
Big time.
Snack foods, Hostess, etc. It's really 60% of the American diet consumed right now is highly processed foods.
We all know that. I mean, listen, it's
right.
So our days are going. Look at how fast the time is going by, even in this room right now.
Right.
And but also for people, listen up. What we were taught. Well, we're so busy. We're just running and running and going and going. I don't have time for dinner. I don't even care. You're buying organic, but you're not buying it. Let's go out. Or let's go, we don't have time, let's go to McDonald's or whatever, right? And that's what the problem is. We're all running around with our heads cut off like chickens.
Well, there's lots of shortcuts, and there's lots of cheats, and there's lots of ways to be healthy easy.
Yeah, and you know what? Once you do it, there's nothing like feeling great, right?
Absolutely.
And so we've got our lines open here. This, it's called a Healthy Kitchen membership. Tell them about what it is. I mean, what does it work? I mean, how long is a membership? You know what I mean?
So it's month by month, and you can stay a member as long as you want, and reap the benefits and watch we have a Healthy Kitchens video every month, Facebook Live. She does a weekly meeting with all the members, and any patient, even if they're not one of our LifeScape Premier patients, any patient is free to schedule with our nutritionist for a direct consultation if they want to work with her.
So call in here and get entered in to win. This is going to be a free month. So our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-5369. 536-1100. Not just for everyday life, but a lot of people are also having surgery. You said yourself. The book that you have 2 books, right?
Yeah.
Or more than that, I don't know.
I have a couple. I also wrote a book called Mouths of Babes. Everything I learned in medicine, I learned from my kids. So that's more of a
I can't wait to talk about that one. This one we're talking about is Take Charge and Heal Faster. This is a comprehensive step-by-step guide to achieving peak health for surgery. And it doesn't matter what kind of surgery or how long you're going to be under, because, sometimes, it's just going to be a half an hour or so.
The surgery I had a bad outcome was supposed to be a short surgery, but it ended up being more complicated.
So folks, let me just tell you something. It's all about taking care of yourself, right?
Absolutely.
And
treasure your health.
Treasure your health, but also taking charge of your own health, because you can't rely on anyone else but yourself. But a lot of times we get into that little tricky problem when it comes to eating. I don't know what that is, but you know what? You can call in here and get entered in to win. This is a Healthy Kitchen membership. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check them out on the website. It is lifescapepremier.com. She's located right here in Scottsdale. Their phone number is 480-860-5500.